and there's Dawn making a cake. Maybe we'll join Dawn on the live eye right now and see if she's joining Cakeaters. I wonder if Dawn can hear me right now.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Good morning, Russ. Thank you very much. We are here at Cakeaters Edible Art, and we're just keeping our fondant warm. But we are, Jody and Riaz, going to be making sugar flowers coming up next. Lots of fun here this morning at Cakeaters. Talk sugar flowers first, right, Wendy? What am I doing right now?
Well, right now you're rolling out gum paste, and this is a type of icing that we use to make sugar flowers. And these dry very hard and brittle, so we can form them into different shapes. You can see we've got a bunch of flowers here that have been made. My favorite are these beautiful little sweet peas here.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And let's make these ones right now. So we've got it rolled out.
Okay, so now you're going to use this cutter.
Okay.
It's a dogwood cutter.
And just press it in.
Yeah.
Like that.
A little bit harder.
Oh gosh, I probably didn't do it right. There we go. Okay. There we go. Got to leave you to the true professionals.
That's right.
Here. It definitely is an artwork. I'll just let you continue to finish that here right now as well, Kim, because I'll probably slow us down a bit.
So we're making dogwood flowers because the cake we're going to work on will have dogwoods coming down the front of it. So
and
that's
that is
what
our
we're working
provincial
on.
flower,
Our
right?
provincial
so
flower.
We're making it even more beautiful. We've got about 30 seconds left. I know, Kim, you're going to get it done, no problem here. We have to worry too, Wendy, about the this drying out as well, right?
Absolutely. You have to work fairly quickly because it will start to crack and dry. So Kim's using a ball tool right now to curl those edges. And fondant is, gum paste is very pliable and stretchy, so it takes the shape really well.
Okay.
And the
I'm
next
going to give this to you now.
Yep.
And then you use this side.
This side here.
And you're just going to go around the edge.
You just go around the edge.
Nice and press a little bit harder.
Yeah, really hard to get it to ruffle.
Excellent. And eventually, Jody and Riaz, they'll look something like that, and they will dry, and they will eventually be on our beautiful cake. And we're going to continue to work here at Cakeaters Edible Art throughout the morning, where they do a ton of wonderful custom work. It truly is an art. I think I'm slowing you guys down here. We'll probably get you to... Literally, I'm surprised, actually, Wendy, that you're letting me get near this cake again, coming up in just a little bit.
Well, we can fix things after.
Oh, I love how they prep for that. Jody and Riaz, coming up next, we are going to be learning how to do this on a wedding cake and also show how they can really personalize your cake to whatever it is that you want to celebrate. Coming up about 7:15.
Cherry blossoms and birds.
Not only cake, but also edible art, and we are here with Wendy here at Cakeaters Edible Art, and there is a spare surface for me to destroy.
Absolutely. Here we go.
I like how you just agree. I'm going to destroy it. Okay, so what do I've got here?
Okay, you have a stencil. We can use a lot of different stencils. This is one we've chosen. We think it's really pretty to go along with the dogwoods that we're making for this. So I'm going to hold the stencil still.
And what is this? Is this little icing?
This is royal icing.
Okay.
And royal icing is used for a lot of different things, and it dries nice and hard. And we'll actually use royal icing when we do some cookies in a little while,
This isn't very glamorous for me. I'm probably not doing it right, but it's really just about getting into the stencil design, right?
You just smear it all in and get it inside all of the little
holes.
And
you can fix this if I wreck it, right?
I can totally fix this.
Excellent. As I continue to do this right now, you obviously not only work with stencils, but there is a true artistic component here. What's Addie working on right now?
Addie's working on a real custom design cake here. We've got birds that she's painting, so it's all this whole cake will be all hand painted.
Excellent. That is so beautiful, and I love that people can provide a picture or something that truly is the inspiration.
Yeah,
You can replicate it.
We've had people bring in mugs with patterns. We've hand painted the pattern of the mug onto cakes. People bring pictures of their animals, and we recreate them out of icings. We get people bringing their wedding gowns in, and we take the pattern off their wedding gown and replicate it on the cake. Yeah.
All right, so I've got to finish this now. I think I got all the holes filled there, and now I've got to what? Just kind of wipe off the extra?
Spread that across.
Just like that.
Just like that. And
let's see what happens here.
Pull it away. And
how did I do? Okay?
Yeah, that looks great. We're just going to clean up the edges here.
Perfect.
And sometimes we get a little toothpick in there to clean up those pieces.
They might have to do a little cleanup, but not bad for my first try. Jody and Riaz again. For more details on all the custom work that Cakeaters Edible Art does, you can go to their website. Coming up at about 7:42, Christian, let's show the cookies right now. We're going to work on some custom cookies. That's all coming up next.
Dawn, tell us what's coming up, please.
Listen, I'm not jealous. How do you think you guys got those cupcakes? Come on. Really, you think it just happened by accident? You thank Wendy. She sent those over. By the way, coming up after the break, we are doing custom cookies. And Jody and Riaz, which one do you think was custom made for me?
idea.
Oh, aren't those good cupcakes? I'm telling you, those
Delicious.
red velvet ones they sent over are delicious, absolutely. But I tell you what else is good is cookies, and even better when they are custom here at Cakeaters. Edible art. What are we making right now?
Well, right now we're working on summer cookies.
Okay.
With summer coming up, so we've got a little birdhouse that we've been working on. It's in the fridge cooling right now because we're going to stick it into a bucket or little pot that we have here.
Making us a little cookie bouquet.
A little cookie bouquet.
They actually said they normally do cupcake bouquets, but since our producer said cookie bouquets, then we thought, let's just make them. Okay, so what do you got going here?
So there's different ways we decorate the cookies. One is with fondant. So on these ones we've rolled out the fondant and we've added some sugar and painted it up. This one is being done with something called color flow, which is a royal icing. And what we're going to do here is we're going to flow in the icing here. So it's a soft, so if you want to take a turn here, you can squeeze. So a gentle squeeze and just move it back and forth.
You know, we've been talking a little bit about, you know, oh, what if I mess it up? What if I make a mistake? Does that happen a lot even with you professionals? You train professionals?
Absolutely. You know, my first cake decorator always said a good cake decorator can fix her mistakes. So we do a lot of that, fixing our mistakes.
Yours is way, check this out, Christian. Wendy, I think your side's way better than mine, so
That's
I don't know
okay.
how you're going to be able to fix that
Well, let me take over.
again.
I can fix that for you.
You continue on with that. Let's talk a little bit about how you kind of come up with some of these designs. So how often is it that you're sort of going, okay, I'm going to create, or how often do you get customers where they go, I really need to have a certain theme?
Most customers know exactly what they want.
Yeah.
They are having a party, they have a theme, so they just come in and say, this is my theme, and then we can come up with something for them. There's a lot of images on the internet, so we often will go and look at if they're doing something for their, I don't know, kids' party.
So even people at home, if they're looking at doing something custom for themselves, get a lot of inspiration from what you see out there. And speaking of which, Jody and Riaz, coming up after 8:30, we're going to continue to talk about what you need to look for in a wedding cake, how to properly order one. Of course, Addie's been working on this custom one throughout the morning. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And coming up just after 8 o'clock with celebrations, we're going to be looking at fondant and some of the cool fondant designs that they have here at Cakeaters.
A lot of figures this week. We have a ring bearer puppy, and we've got 2 dogs that are with the family, the armless family, but soon the arms are coming. And they'll be sitting on the bench, and then there's a cherry tree in behind the bench, and that's all on the cake. We have a shoe. We're going to do a beautiful big high heel shoe, an Eiffel Tower, gorgeous. And we have the Statue of Liberty starting as well.
Spectacular. For more details on Cakeaters, of course, you can go to their website. Jody and Riaz, we're going to work on wedding cakes coming up just after 8:30. Totally lucky, and this is a beautiful creation that we have here at Cakeaters Edible Art. Wendy, our finished, well, somewhat finished product, right?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Fabulous. Beautiful. Tell us what you've done here.
Well, what we've done is we've stenciled with royal icing in this nice sort of avocado green, and we've picked up the centers of the dogwood. The dogwoods are gum paste, and they are highlighted with a little bit of pink luster dust, and we've added a little bit of sparkle just to give it a really pretty shimmer.
Beautiful. Now, what kinds of things do people need to consider when they're ordering a wedding cake? You told me we could actually save 40%.
Absolutely. Well, sometimes the hotels or the venues where you are will give you a dessert buffet. So if you have a dessert buffet, you don't need a lot out of the cake. So you could take 1 layer real, maybe add a cutting section. So any layer that's false, we add a 40% discount to.
That is a great thing, and you still get that optics of a beautiful wedding cake. And take a look at what Addie's been doing all morning long, and that's custom. That's someone had an inspiration of their own.
Absolutely, that's right. They found a picture of a cake that they liked, and they wanted us to replicate it. So that's what we're doing, and we've added our own little nest on the top with the eggs. The little loops on the sides are all done with royal icing. Those are hand piped.
Fantastic. Well, for more details on the great work they do here at Cakeaters Edible Art, you can go to their website. Russ, aren't these beautiful creations almost too pretty to eat?
I'm inspired. They are beautiful, but not too pretty to eat. I'm sure I could tear into that cake right now.